Welcome to Find Your Fortitude. This is one take. My mind's racing. I can't stay on track, so I'm really going to try hard with this one. But just be prepared because it's most likely not going to happen. I want to start doing Find Your Fortitude on Friday because Friday starts with F, Fortitude starts with F, and it goes nicely together. And I think people need different things for different days. And, starting the week on a Monday with a nice motivation video, it's great. I mean, I think you need motivation every day. I needed it a lot this morning. But ending your week, going into the weekend, I think it's just as important because it helps you reflect. And reflection is what I did this morning. I think a lot of people need to do. And a deep reflection. Very deep reflection. So let's see where I start here. So I have all these things going on in my life where I'm not really enthused or excited where I am in life. There are certain things that I want to do, certain things that I feel like I should be doing more of. And I'm not. I'm not reaching my full potential. It's not even close. It's just being honest, it's not close. I can't even do a freaking podcast once a week, which I'll get to more, why it's a struggle for me, but I don't have a vision, a clear vision. I don't write things out, and it's like fitness, when diet, if you don't have a plan, you're not going to succeed. And that's just my life right now. And here's the funniest, it's just comical because I did some deep reflections today. And all that being said, I'm struggling in certain areas and I'm having a hard time, and I feel like I should be farther. I feel like I'm not giving it my all. Right there, that's you only have one life to live, and I'm fucking around for no reason. Just even though some things are going good, some things could be going better. I'm not giving it my all. I sleep like a baby. I go to sleep knowing that I could have done more, but I sleep like a baby because I tell myself, I did enough, or this area is good, that's good, you're doing good there. But I sleep like a baby. And then last night I don't sleep like a baby because a Twitter troll is, I don't even know, but it's a person that I had a conversation with that I tried to explain myself, and they didn't see me for me or however it was, and our interaction just hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings. And we'll leave it like that because I don't want to share personal experiences, but we'll leave it at that. Somebody hurt my feelings, and then I was bothered all night long, and it affected my sleeping. And I woke up this morning, and I'm just down. I'm Mark, I told myself at the beginning of the week, find your Fortitude Friday, do it, got to do it today. I'm not doing it. You guys know, if I'm not really in the mood to do a podcast, it's not coming out. So I'm just sitting there drinking my coffee, gonna go run. That's when I'm down, I run. I'm good, makes me feel better. But I'm sitting there drinking my coffee, just having YouTube motivation videos on repeat. Just that stuff just really helps me. And I'm the kind of person that if something's wrong, you didn't just wake up and something happened. It's a deeper issue. I didn't just go to the gym one day and I started squatting and my knee hurts. There's something that's causing my knee to hurt. It's not just it hurts. You didn't just wake up one day and you're overweight. There's something, there's an underlying reason. I'm a firm believer there's an underlying reason for everything, especially when it comes to your mindset. So I'm just sitting drinking my coffee and I start talking out loud. I start saying this because this is hard for me to say to friends or people in my life because it's hard to admit. So I'm telling the viewers of Find Your Fortitude. So I'm let me understand this, Mark. I want to be a motivational speaker. I wanted to do that before Big Brother. And a big thing with me is I guess it kind of is an insecurity in the sense what have I done? That people would want to listen to me. And to acknowledge that and to And especially then when I listen to motivational speakers, like some are just, they're amazing. And I'm like, okay, like I can't even, how am I ever going to compete with that? But I mean, I'm not even starting. I'm not even trying. I'm not doing the things that I should be doing to get better. And then it's just like self-doubt and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, I have a unique gift. And it's not even mine. It's, you know, I thank God for it every day. And it came from my mom because I just have this unique gift, especially in the world we live in today, where my perspective is rather good. You know, it's, I don't like compliment, like I appreciate compliments, I really do, but the one compliment that truly puts a smile on my face is when people know what I've been through and they tell me, man, Mark, I would have never guessed you went through that. And that's like, because then it like puts a smile on their face, and it like then they kind of like question how they look at life, and it's just a positive effect. And that's like I got it from my mom, and she just like just be thankful for everything you do have in life, which I think is also like on the other side kind of like a downfall. Like I should be pushing myself harder, but hey, everything's gonna be okay. So I think everything comes with the good and the bad, and you need to find a balance. And I'm a very extreme person, very like extremely extreme. So, but I'm like back to like me sleeping like a baby, and then me being bothered last night. I'm talking to myself. I'm like, this is what I really want to do, and I'm not doing what I need to do. I can't even be consistent with a simple podcast. I'm calling it a podcast, and I just post on YouTube. I don't even upload them to Apple because I'm so frustrated that it's not like there's just frustrations, and I'm like, but I'm not learning how to do anything. Like it's all me. Like it's nobody else, but it's me. But I don't mind. Like I can, like again, I sleep. It doesn't bother me. I'm unaffected by it. But I'm affected by this person hurting my feelings. That doesn't add up. That doesn't add up. Then I go like other things. Well, I'm trying to get better in this department, but I'm not doing anything about it. But again, I sleep fine. This, that, like everything, I sleep fine, and I'm like, this morning was a wake up call. It was crazy because, and then again, I look at my phone, and luckily I get a nice Instagram message from somebody who's never messaged me before, but they're like, hey, Mark, I'm on episode 4 of your podcast, and and I can relate to it. Keep doing what you're doing. And that means a lot to me because it reminds me that even though I necessarily haven't really done anything unique in a sense, I truly believe I have a gift to help people change their perspective, to help them find their fortitude. And it's scary for me to say that because it just opens myself. Like whenever you announce something and you feel comfortable with something, it just opens yourself up to criticism. And if you're not truly confident or truly secure in whatever that is, I mean, that can tear you down. I have zero issue saying I didn't go to school for exercise science. I didn't go to school for anatomy, but you put me up against any personal trainer, fitness trainer in the industry, besides a couple like at the top, because I mean, there's a couple guys that are just incredible, but you put me up against there for a guy who played football, went to school for finance, got into bodybuilding. There's not even a question. Chances are I know what I'm doing better than they do. Like I can say that so easily because it's like I'm so secure in that aspect of my life, and getting out of that comfort zone and like doing like motivational speaking and doing like the podcast, it's tough. It's so tough. It's scary, not comfortable at all. Because I mean, who wants to be criticized? You know, as secure as people say they are, anytime they want to do something new, the criticism, I mean, it kind of like creeps in on them. So the whole point of this one is, this podcast here is, I need a vision for Find Your Fortitude, and I'm getting there, and I want to start having guests on, people that I know, and just even people who just follow me, who when I learn how to do the Skype or the interaction with another person on via phone or computer, I have no idea how to do it because I haven't looked, but I want other people to share their story, because I was talking to my man Devin, and we were talking, and we've been through some similar issues, but then there's some things that he's been through that I'm like, damn, like that's That's crazy. And I like hearing it because it helps me change, like reinforce perspective and fortitude and stuff like that. And I think it would help other people hear different sides than just what I've been through. And my therapist even said, like, he gets inspired or motivated or changes things from people he talks to. And so for the most part, people who've been following me since Big Brother know my story, but I wanna add more to find your fortitude. Like, why am I doing this podcast? Like, that's like, why, like, what's your why? My why is like, I want to help people find their fortitude. And it would help if there are other perspectives and other real issues and other things that people went through that other people can relate to. Brings more value to it, and it'll help you, it'll help me. And but the big thing with this is reevaluate your life. like reevaluate the things that bother you. And I'm honestly, because I'm just so mind blown that it's so obvious, but you don't really think about it because you don't want to, because it's scary. Because when you get to the root of it, just like I was talking about on Monday, you have nobody to blame. Nobody to blame. You'd rather be more upset at, well, this person hurt my feelings, so that's what it is. I mean, I don't like that. Their opinion is irrelevant because it's caused by a deeper issue. You know, it's like people that are more worried about other people are more worried about these causes that don't even affect their life, but that's what they want to put their energy so they don't have to work on themselves. Like, it's crazy to me, and at the same time, like, I'm just taking this, what I have, for granted, and I hate it. But it's me. Like, again, it's me. I need to stop. And I could do this, I could say it a million times, but until I actually stop doing it, like, it's never going to change. And that's another thing with me doing Find Your Fortitude, because do you know how embarrassing it is to do these and then admit or acknowledge your shortcomings or what you could be doing better? And is like, it's embarrassing, but at the same time, it's also real, which is great for you guys to see. And it also is like extra motivation for me to, like, I want you guys to really watch me through my journey as I continue to grow, whatever it may be. But again, that's just tough for me, and it's just something I need to go through. And it's just self-growth. It's so important, and it's just being aware. And so, like, and to reinforce Mondays, whatever I did on Instagram, to reinforce it, whenever regardless of what your struggles are right now, regardless of how down you may be, understand that for whatever reason, you need to be going through it. And it's going to change the person that you become. It's going to change the things you can do because you went through this. Like, it's not necessarily enjoy it or take your time getting out of the rut, you know? Like, you want to get out of it, but don't let it destroy you. Understand that it's for a reason. Like, I lost sleep last night. Again, it's very minimal compared to what I've been through and what other people are going through. I lost sleep last night over something so small. But if I didn't lose that sleep, like, I'm 28 years old, and I'm like, you know, like, let's, like, reevaluate, like, what the fuck I'm doing. Like, why dumb surface level things bother, like, why do some surface level things bother you? I highly doubt it's because that thing was that intense. It was because you're upset with yourself, and instead, and this is, I've seen it, and I'm so thankful that I was able to notice this at a young age. Probably because of my mom, but you notice, like, when people are miserable, they take it out on others, because it's so much easier to take it out on your friend or a family member or somebody else, because you can't accept that you need to work on yourself. So what are you going to do? You're going to take it out on them to bring them down to your level. Misery loves company. It's true. And it's even though it may not be at the degree that other people are, subconsciously be aware of what you're doing, because, or I guess consciously be aware of what you're doing subconsciously. That was good right there. Of why you lash out at people or why you let some things bother you. Again, like, I lost sleep because somebody hurt my feelings. That's fucking insane when I think about all this stuff that I can sleep fine with not doing for myself. Because it's easier, well, they hurt my feelings, I'm going to feel bad for myself, instead of being, fuck Mark. Like, why are you sleeping okay when you have all this shit to do? Like, it's crazy. So I guess like today, like, find your fortitude on a Friday. I pray to God I can get it out next Friday as well, so I can just be consistent. Like I really just want to be consistent. But I think today is just find your perspective. Like find your perspective on things, because until you can take full responsibility and be aware of what's going on in your life, how can you change? And this podcast, and what I talk about, I guess I should have said at this beginning, because if this is you, you probably didn't make it through the whole thing. This isn't for people who are happy in their lives. Like, I mean, I guess it is, but it's like, this is for people that just want to change, no matter how small, how big. They want to change for a reason, and listening to me may or may not help. But people who are good and have everything under control, whatever you're doing, it's working. Don't change it if you're good. Like, there's no need to. So I'm not saying you need to do this or that, but I'm saying try it. Just start questioning yourself more instead of just thinking you are who you are. Like, I'm a very emotional person, like insanely emotional. And that's like one of the things I'm really trying to work on, because human beings are so emotional, and you just assume, oh, you're emotional, just that's who you are. But you can discipline your emotions. Like you can change it. And I think it's important for people to think about and be aware of. But find your fortitude on this beautiful Friday. And I hope you have a great weekend.